Who you going to the dance with anyway? Spalding?
Who's Spalding?
See?
Stupid.
That's why you ain't getting recruited.
Who said I'm not getting recruited?
Your hot-ass temper, that's who.
I'm not the one who put this scar here when you were 11 years old because he was about to lose.
You know what? Give me your best shot. Give me your best shot. I'm sick of you hanging
watch the damn road?
I'm watching the road. I'm sick of you hanging this over my head now. Come on, give me your best shot.
What, don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. I'm warning you.
I'm warning you. If you don't...
Monica! Well, you're so busy posing, your man just scored. Show me again.
What?
You like to pose so much, let's see it again. You think I'm funny? I want you to stand like that for the rest of practice.
Can we talk?
Talk to your new girlfriend.
Look, I took the hoe to Burger King.
Cheap date.
You shared time for me.
So you messed around to prove a point?
What'd I just say? No, you got your head so far up your ass, it took a cheap date for you to notice me.
What cute man, did I forget to kiss your ass like everybody else?
You forgot to be there.
That night you wanted to talk about your dad, I had curfew. What was I supposed to do?
Stay.
If I stayed, I wouldn't be starting.
Well, at least you got your priorities straight.
I never asked you to choose.
You never have to.
I'm a ball player. If anybody knows what that means, it should be you.
If basketball is all you care about, why are you boning me?
I'll play you.
What?
One game, one-on-one.
For what?
Your heart.
No spare in loving basketball, right? Hey. Double or nothing.
How do I know the next time you're feeling neglected or whatever, you're not going to just run around on me? If we're going to be together, I have to be able to trust you.
I'm not asking for us to be together.
What?
I'm going through a lot of shit right now. It's obviously more than you got time for.
How are you going to tell me what I have time for? I mean, whatever I did, we can fix this.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Look, I'm entering a draft.
You what?
I'm going pro. Hey, who knows where I'm gonna end up, you know?
When did you decide all this?
A few days ago.
So that's it. Just forget about you and me.
And what is happening, everybody? It is your boy Blake Money, Blake Weather. Welcome to another episode, Unfiltered Bachelor. I'm your Unfiltered Bachelor, Blake Money, Blake Weather. Yeah, said my name twice, 10 seconds. That's normal here on the podcast. What's up? I'm like the Mike Jones of the podcast world, and I'm A-okay with it. I have a special guest on, and we're here to break down love and basketball. It's going to be a little bit different of a breakdown. We might touch on some love shit. We might not. We might touch on some basketball shit. Hell, we might not. We're going to have a good time, though. I have, from one of my favorite YouTube channels, guys, can you hear the excitement in my voice? Oh, my God. Primm from Primms Hood Cinema. Primm, how you doing, my man?
I'm great, man. Thank you for having me, bro. I'm excited to be here, bro. I like you a lot, bro. You're funny, bro.
I appreciate it, man. Bro, a little give the people
tripping out because of my voice, because of the voice, yeah.
Bro, it's the Primm voice. I can't believe I got the dude from fucking.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I have a hilarious voice.
Well, this would be the time. This would be like if back in the '90s, people, motherfuckers did podcasts and they had on the guy who does the movie phone voice, like press 1 if you want to see.
Yeah, just like trip you out. Yeah,
you'd be like, oh, I got that motherfucker on my shit. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's funny.
Primm, give a little bit of background on yourself, man, on the channel. Like, just kind of give people a description, how long you've been in the game, stuff like that, man.
Yeah, man. I've been in the game for like a year now. So, I just kind of started popping off during the quarantine. So like I'm just like brand new. Like the views are new to me, bro. Like this is so I'm like a super amateur. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But about a year now. Yeah, I'm from Baltimore.
Yeah.
Originally, I live in Washington now. I had to did the hood exodus and shit. Had my kids, so
There you
gonna
go.
raise them. Yeah, a little nice neighborhood. We're gonna raise them in and shit.
That's nice.
So, yeah. I'm gonna do the YouTube thing. YouTube's popping, man. I got remonetized, bro. I don't know if I told you that.
No, that's hey, this is exclusive news on Unfiltered Bachelor, bro.
Yeah, exclusive news, bro.
I know, because it was
I
just
don't know if
last
you know.
week you got demonetized. I saw the video. It was very sad.
Yeah, it was about a week ago. Yeah, it was pretty sad. It was a sad hood video.
Sad hood
But
video.
It was Adam 22, the no jumper guy. He's actually if you know him, he's actually subscribed to me and shit, and he ended up hooking me up with like I guess his YouTube rep or some shit, and she sent my case to like the manual review YouTube team, and that shit kind of went through, and he kind of looked out on that shit. I was like, holy shit, bro.
Damn, shout him out
Yeah,
again.
it was on the random. Yeah, Adam 22, man, no jumper. You seen it? He's white dude, tattoos all over his face. He'd be like interviewing the rappers and shit.
Oh damn.
Yeah,
okay.
he's a fan and shit.
That's
He hooked
awesome.
me up, bro. So yeah, shout out to him, man. Shout out to him.
Yeah, man, I love
And
it.
Connie is his rep too. Yeah, hook me up, bro.
Dog, shout outs to Connie and Adam, man. Well, to give you a little background on me, guys, I don't. Again, this is the first time like me and Primm have talked ever. Like we talked for like 5 minutes right before the podcast. Just I fangirled out. I'm probably going to fangirl out a few more times on this. You guys have no idea how excited I am and how excited I've gotten people onto your channel and shit. But I've been in the podcast game, just to give you a little introduction, since end of 2014, December 2014. I started doing MMA. I was huge into MMA, so I started doing an MMA podcast, bro, where I would get like not drunk with my friends, but I would drink with my friends, and we would interview fighters, and we would just talk shit about fighting.
Oh shit, nice.
Yeah, and it was a podcast called Loaded Joe's MMA, and it got really popping, man. And it was, top iTunes. Like if you typed in MMA on iTunes, like we were always in the top 30, man. Like, and it was just a big thing, bro. And I loved interviewing fighters and stuff. And just kind of recap my stories of why we're here. Why the fuck you doing a dating podcast, bro? The MMA shit's popping off is what you're asking. You didn't ask it, but you're probably thinking it.
I was going there.
I went through a really bad breakup, 5.5 years in February 2018. I took about 6 months away from, I just fell out of love with creating the art and focused on me. And I kind of did MMA interview here and there, kind of did some episodes here and there. I just didn't have a love for it. But when I started getting back in the dating scene, I was like, man, this dating scene is crazy. I'm 30 years old, man, and I don't know nothing about these dating apps. This shit didn't exist, 5-6 years ago when I started dating. So it was a whole introduction into this new realm of dating. And so I just kind of talked about my own stories, and I talk with real people that I know, real friends. I've had local entertainers on. I've had dating coaches on just to talk about dating and relationships. And sometimes we break down movies, and sometimes we break down songs that have to do with love and relationships, dating, all that fun shit. Little Dicky songs, because even though the motherfucker's silly, he be talking about some real shit. And J. Cole songs, Wet Dreams, I've broken that down with another podcast host. So I do a lot of random shit, man. I'm a huge hip hop fan. And I don't come from the best of neighborhoods. So like watching a lot of these films, Menace to Society, Boys in the Hood, not to say you have to be like from a bad background to watch these movies, but like I went to private school with a bunch of white kids. So when I watch these movies, these motherfuckers had never seen them, and they would come to my house because their parents didn't want them to watch it. And they'd love these movies. And, so man, just a lot of the movies you break down, bro, like, higher learning, fuck, man. Like that a lot of them take me back to being
nostalgia, bro.
10 years old, man.
Bro.
Like, yeah. So, I'm just a crazy half Mexican, half white boy out here in Austin, Texas, doing my thing, man. And that's what brings us here now, man. Way better place in life. We get a little bit of money, you buy some microphones, and you just be entertaining.
Yeah, there you go. And just get it popping, bro. Yeah. Just get it popping, bro.
So,
but yeah, I'm glad you said that because
yeah, go ahead.
Because I was thinking about actually I'm in the process of starting a podcast of sorts, whereas it's going to be like a Primms Hood stories type of thing.
Oh, that'd be
where,
great.
you know, you kind of just come on because I got plenty of hood stories and shit. So I'll like just go through a story, and I might have a guest on, and I might have like some user submitted stories and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So if you got some stories, man, yeah, I'd love to have you on that shit.
I'd love
to flip it around. Yeah,
yeah.
Just give me it doesn't have to be like a crazy story. It's
Nah.
gotta be. It can be a funny little stupid story or whatever. Yeah, but yeah,
It's
something along. It's in the beta now, so don't even
well, a few things. So
don't worry about it right now. But
in your words, it's funny hood stories.
yeah,
but like
all.
I got but yeah, no, any help you need, and I'll say it right here in the podcast. Like, I would have said it before or after, but like any help you need setting up a podcast, bro, please let me know. I'm all ears, hands, mind. You can pick my brain, and if I can help with anything, please definitely reach out to me as you do that, man. I've definitely helped a lot of people in the MMA game set up their own podcast. So that'd definitely be a thing. That's the thing we talk about later, bro. Right now, we talking about love and basketball, bro. And this
let's get into it.
this movie.
Did you like it? What did you feel? Yes or no? You got to give me something.
Yeah, I do. I did enjoy it, and I still enjoy it from a certain standpoint. But when you start to poke holes in the nooks and crannies,
objectively,
it's horrible. That girl's horrible, bro. She's stuck on this one dude the whole time, and Omar F's a piece of shit. And anyway,
yeah, he's a piece of shit, bro. But yeah, I mean, it's all good though.
I've been saving this. Really, the movie, it's got the dude from Allstate, so the movie's in good hands. You know what I mean?
That was a good one. That's a good one. I needed to.
You can save that. You can take that to the bank. But
I can save that. Yeah,
but like I really enjoy it for what it is. It's like a coming of age, just you kind of love story, and they threw in the aspects of sports, which tries to bring in a new element, really, and it can be anything.
Yeah, for
bro.
what it is, it's well made. Yeah,
yeah,
it's all right. Yeah, for what it is. Yeah.
But the characters, as we're gonna probably do, breaking down the characters and the shit that they do. Well, that's a whole nother story. That's why we have you on here, Primm, to break down all the silly shit that these characters be doing, bro. And we could touch on some love shit here and there, but probably breaking down this silly shit of like really like what they do and how they do it, man. Give me some of your takeaways, bro. I'm eager to hear, what you think about this.
I think the actual romance is like super believable. Like the way they start off as little kids and they like have that back and forth, like they hate each other and they're like fighting and shit, and like the way they progress. I feel like the romance is what is the best part. That's what kind of
it's the heart of the movie, bro. That is the heart of the movie.
Yeah, because you actually believe that. Because if their chemistry was off, like this movie would be just down like 20 notches. They saved that. Yeah, they have a believable romance. I like their chemistry.
And it's really a three-way love story. It's that girl who's Denzel's mistress and Omar Epps and them two, right? She was in some shit with Denzel back in the day. Y'all look this up. Yeah. And then it's
wait, who? Which one?
Sanaa Latham.
Oh yeah, she was in something with Denzel,
bro. So she was in this movie called real quick. Just
that sounds vaguely familiar.
Caveat this: she was in this movie called Out of Time with Denzel. And when they filmed this and during filming and whatever, it was brought out like they might have been some sort of love affair. And she was writing this motherfucker like she was calling this motherfucker and sending him like love letters and shit, which is why she's like low key. Like this is the kind of the word I remember seeing on like. Remember E.T.? Remember Entertainment Tonight? That probably show's still fucking probably going on. But they would have like, they gossip about shit, but they were gossiping all the time. She's like, oh, what is the story about Sanaa Latham calling, Denzel and this, that, and the other thing? Like, are they having an affair? Let's find out. You know what I mean? Type shit.
Yeah, I don't know. She's been kind of inactive a little bit. I don't know.
This is low key why she's been like kind of blackballed from Hollywood was that whole shit. So that's the kind of story in the background. But anyways, Sanaa Latham.
You said there was a fake Jada Pinkett. Is she fake Jada Pinkett?
No, fake Jada Pinkett is the girl that plays basketball with her, like that don't like her.
Oh, the little one,
She
the
do look
bully.
like fake Jada Pinkett, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah. Oh, that's beautiful, bro. That's good.
But Denzel Mistress also loved basketball too. She loves Omar Epps, and she loved basketball. It's a three-way
and
love story.
basketball,
It's a
bro.
really weird thing, but it's so well put together, bro. And again, so many. Name some other elements, man, that you did or did not like or want to make fun of. I want to hear. I want to hear your shit, man.
I feel like the part that probably would piss me off the most is the Omar Epps and his dad relationship. That kind of like once he like stopped talking to his dad for like what 5 years, and it's kind of like there was like no understanding. I get what his dad did was wrong and shit, but it's like, bro, I mean, there's trasher dads out there. Cut him some slack.
Right.
He's like a fucking, he's in the NBA. He wanted to, you know how that goes and shit. At least, the temptation was there, and you gotta give him. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how that goes. I'm not from like a nuclear type of family dynamic and shit, so I don't know how like divorce and all that shit really kind of works and shit.
Yeah,
but I'm sure it was hard. I'm sure he fucking.
I like that element. It's a realistic element, bro. Like it's like
Is that a thing?
What, like basketball players cheating on their wives?
Well,
because I feel like that's a thing.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's the thing, but
the thing of him cutting off his dad, you mean?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I guess that's the thing also, but I feel like the reason wasn't a good enough reason to cut him off for that long.
Right.
Possibly. I don't know. Do you disagree?
No,
it's pretty bad.
I don't disagree. But I don't disagree. But like I disagree. I disagree only with the time frame. Like maybe a year. Y'all didn't see each other during Christmas, Easter one year. Come on, man. Something. You were just hanging out with Tyra Banks the whole time. You never went home. Like, come on, man.
Yeah. He was super pissed this whole time. Yeah. But I mean, whatever.
Yeah, the plot holes in this are great. But I want to name off some of these characters, man. And here's some of my characteristics of the characters, just kind of based. So the movie full of cameos, bro. So we got the Allstate guy. Name that one. We got rookie card Gabrielle Union. Right?
Yeah, that's right.
And she wanted to drink booty juice like it's Tropical Thunder. Remember that?
Yeah, that's gross. Why is she doing that?
It's so gross.
But I mean,
if that's what you're into, bro. If that's what you're into.
Yeah.
She is the original. She's the original. First of all, she's the original. A few things. She's the original Tatiana. She's the original Tinderella. Mm-hmm. She's the original Bumbleina, because on Bumble, it's a dating app where the girls have to write you first. So technically, I think Gabrielle Union invented this in this movie. Like,
yeah.
He was like, wait a minute now. You're onto something. We've got pre-talk show Tyra. We got the dude who plays Sanaa Latham's dad, the dude from The Matrix. And he's from Ray.
Yeah, that's what he's from. Yeah.
And he's the bad guy in Barbershop 2. We got bootleg Jada Pinkett, who we talked about. And then we have rookie card Regina Hall.
Oh yeah, that's right. She's looking good too, bro. Yeah.
Bro.
Oh, Regina Hall, bro. She's an all-star.
She get it.
Omar Epps and Tyra Banks, they were together in Higher Learning. Remember that shit? Yeah.
Oh yes.
They were also a thing. Yeah. She got to stop fucking with this guy, bro. She using this.
Bro, how many times
just ditches her? We never see her again.
I was gonna say you brought it up. I have to comment on it. How many times is Omar Epps gonna go to college? Save some college for the rest of us, bro.
Yeah, he's the only guy in college.
He was in Higher Learning. He even played.
Yeah,
he played himself in Don't Be a Menace. Remember
a high school kid in this. Yeah, he wasn't. Yeah, he got shot and shit. Yeah.
Oh man, were you gonna say something, bro?
Oh no, I don't know. Probably another Omar Epps joke. It's fine. I got plenty of them.
That's what I want to hear. I want to hear all these that you got, man. But yeah, I thought about that. I'm like, bro, wasn't he just in Higher Learning, bro? He's the college dude. They're like, hey, we need a black guy in college.
This motherfucker was 27 when they filmed this shit, and they're in high school trying to be a high school kid. This shit was fucking insane. This shit looks crazy. They should have got a high school kid, or I don't know, maybe somebody younger. Because Omar Epps is probably the draw in this movie, but he's fucking he's way too old to be a high school kid. What the fuck? Most of the movie's not high school, but that portion where they were in high school, I was like, fuck no, because you can see it. They didn't even try.
No, they just put the lines in his head. They're like, oh, young people do this, right? Young black, like who?
Yeah, they put the lines. Yeah, he's fucking young.
Like young people from the hood do this, right? They put the lines in their head, like that. Yes, yeah.
There's even a scene. I'm gonna point it out in my video, but there's a scene where like you can see his shoulder and there's like they like did he has like a tattoo or something on his shoulder, and they did a shitty job of like covering it up.
Oh,
he has like a tattoo in real life, and they tried to cover it up for the movie and makeup and shit, and you can kind of see through it. Like there's a bunch of little stupid shit like that.
There's one I'm gonna give you is when. So obviously he had the lines when he's younger. There's a scene that they shot with him and Sanaa Lathan when they're older, and like they're adults, right? And like it's
and
when
he has the lines.
Yes, it was faded. Like you can clearly see. Like a week ago he had the lines.
Yeah, I think I noticed this.
And they did their.
I didn't think I paid any attention to it.
It looked like they did the best job with a comb, like to comb it down. But like clearly he still had the lines.
Yeah, like trying to cover it up. Yeah, because I think I remember having a thought like, oh, he put the lines back in his head or something. Like he's trying to bring the lines back or something. Like I didn't know what was going on. Why?
No, it's clearly like they shot like the high school stuff, and then maybe that scene like a week or two after that, it was just like, but why, Craig? Like, why would you do this? Why would you? You just gotta suspend your disbelief for all that shit, their ages and all that shit. It took me out of it when I saw that. I was just like, I kind of believe all this. Oh no, he was not in high school 2 weeks ago. Well,
no, the beginning scene where they're kids. Mm-hmm. You remember Kyler Pratt getting pushed down into the fucking grass?
Oh yeah,
and then miraculously getting that magical cut on her face. Did you see that shit?
Yeah,
it was a super fake, phony ass moment. It's pretty hilarious.
Bro, why they make Omar Epps be a woman beater, bro? Like a Ray Rice type character, bro. He'd be Ray Rice and the girl
he's
all
really
the time.
Some shit, bro.
He pushed her down twice.
Yeah, he's a bad person.
He's a bad person.
He's trying to tell her what to do.
I can't stop laughing. And then they get into a fight. Like all you need to, if all you had to do is show somebody like a minute and a half of the movie, it's really encapsulated with that fight when they're on the bikes, and he pushes her, and then she pushes him, and then they get into a fight. I'm like, oh, that's the whole movie basically. Like they just be fighting the whole movie, and they kind of love each other maybe.
Just and they fucking play basketball sometimes. Yeah, I get it.
It's basketball hood movie, y'all.
yeah, sexy basketball movie.
What else did you notice, man? I'm eager to hear any of your other notes, man, because we've only covered like 15% of the movie so far. We've talked a lot.
Yeah,
but
I don't know.
Do we
go in order? Yeah, do we go in order? Do you have like a timeline? Because it's basically they start off as kids and they fucking love basketball. She wants to be the first girl in the NBA. Good for her. Then what? Then they're in high school next, right?
Right. Yeah. They do jump around like in those instances of like them being young. And I love how they do like the whole quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3.
Yeah, I was going to say that too. Yeah, that's kind of cute.
That's kind of cute. Yeah,
that's kind of cute.
It's kind of cute. It's cute hood movie, y'all. Bro, I'm telling you, I've watched all your videos so far.
Yeah, about.
He's like, stop stealing my lines, bro. I'm gonna leave this podcast.
No, it's good. Yeah, I like it, bro. It's flattering. I'm not used to this shit, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you, I'm a big fan.
Yeah, thanks, man. But so you're the relationship guy, like the relationship aspect of the movie. Do you think it works, or do you think they were like, what do you?
Yeah, let's break this down.
What do you think of
from start to
who was in the right?
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Like, Omar Epps is clearly this like masculine. Like he has this masculine energy about him, like that a lot of like guys like when they flirt with girls, right? It's like, oh, I'm supposed to make fun of you and push you down if I like you. You know what I mean? Like it's cute when you're a kid, bro. But like even as an adult, like there's some I liked and I didn't like the scene where she's like, hey, you're gonna give me a ride, and he's like, a please would be nice. And like I could see they're trying to like create some like flirtation, the best scene that works when they're young is in the car, and she like clearly is like a little jealous and like is reading that note that Gabrielle Union gave, and she's like, she a hoe, you know? And he's like, why? Because she want to get with me. Scene. It's a great scene. Yeah. Like you clearly see both of them. Like she's a little jealous, and even he is like, well, who are you going to the dance with? Like, you don't be asking questions like that from a relation standpoint. Like, like if you're about to date, if you're dating somebody, or you meet them on a dating app or whatever, you don't ask somebody like, hey, what are you doing Friday? Unless you're curious about what they're doing, so that way they're open for you to ask them for that. Only Omar Epps never does that. Like, he's so masculine. He's just like, well, the girl's going to come to me, but also like I have these feelings. He never comes to grips with it until they actually have sex, which God bless him. He used a condom, bro.
Yeah, good job.
Shout outs to Trojan and them.
But see, I feel like it's more superficial than that, because he only notices her at the dance once she finally dresses up like a girl and shit. Because she was looking kind of rough through the whole movie. So I kind of get what he's coming from. But yeah, I feel like he was just like, oh shit.
Pretty. Yeah, she went from the ugly duckling
this bitch clean up nice. And then he shot a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that weak ass ponytail she was wearing. She was. She could have done better, but that's not the point of the movie. And shit.
There's a lot of elements from a relationship standpoint. I was going to say like that he's kind of in love with her, or like he kind of likes her. It doesn't doesn't that happen, Primm? Like, you never been there where like you don't really notice somebody, or they don't notice you until you're with somebody, and they're like all of a sudden like you're the man to them, or this girl's like, oh shit, like all right, like. He ain't me, but like, okay, whatever.
You realize it once you're in it. You're like, oh shit. I get what you're saying.
And like the whole like there could be like the dynamics. They're real pieces of things that could happen. Like, yeah, I think I've known some girls in high school that like they were seniors and went to prom with like a dude from like a freshman in college or whatever the case might be, right? Like, hey, that's a real thing. Yeah, I know the guy that played basketball and went to school with like the hot, or went to prom with the hot thought. Yeah, that's a thing, man. Like these are real things that could ideally happen, but it's the relationship with him and Sanaa Lathan that like she's so wrapped up in basketball, bro. Like that's what I was saying. Like she loves Omar Epps, but she also loves basketball, and it's the movie goes through these like this dynamic and this feel of like, which one do you love more? What do you want more? Do you want this guy that you've been fiending for like ever, and you've come to grips with it, I think, and your jealousy is showing, and he hasn't caught on as quick, so you go back to the one thing that is just giving, like keeps giving back to you. You've got to work for it, but like it keeps giving back to you, or like do you go for the guy? You know what I mean? Like she's caught in this three-way love cycle.
Yeah,
really, he doesn't. He doesn't feel that way.
Yeah, and I feel like Omar Epps is kind of the bad guy no matter how you spin it, because there's a scene where I think once he finds out all the stuff with his dad,
oh yeah,
the paternity suit and all that's going on, like I guess she has the curfew and she can't be there for him in that exact moment, and he just fucking reacts like a fucking wuss and just like goes off the deep end, like, and he doesn't really, I feel like Omar Epps was just an asshole in this movie and shit. I don't think she should have been fighting so hard for this fucking guy, bro.
It is a story of like her fighting for an asshole, really. Like, that's a whole move.
Kinda. I mean, they're not basing it like that. It's kind of supposed to be like, you're supposed to be rooting for Omar Epps a little bit more than I think I am. Like, but
I can't when he pulls a girl into, like, right when he's like, oh, this is whoever, hey Monica, you want to come get some burgers with us or whatever? And she's like, no.
I mean,
why?
Like that was uncalled for, bro.
Bro, for real.
Like it wasn't even like.
Primm, have you ever done some shit like that where you brought a girl that like with the one main girl you're dating, and you bring another girl around, you're like, oh, we're gonna go get some food. You want to get some food with us? Like, how does he think that's a good idea, bro?
But
oh no!
I've done
no!
Some fucked up shit, but it was more warranted than like it wasn't over something petty as like the girl had a curfew. It was I feel like he that was overkill and shit what he did. You can be a little petty to her to get your payback, but not that petty to fuck another girl or whatever he did.
Bro, it wasn't. I thought that was they make him be very bad sometimes, and you're like, I hope she does not choose you, bro. Like, I hope she lives in Spain and finds some nice Spaniard man and settles down and plays Spanish basketball. Like, I don't know. And also, wait a minute, how is she going to be in Spain for however many months and she does not know a lick of Spanish, bro? I'll be honest with you, man. I lived in a house. I don't speak Spanish like that. I lived in a house of Mexicans, like some friends of mine, for like a month and a half, maybe like 2 months tops. Bro, I could at least understand the motherfucker. I couldn't speak it, but like I could at least understand it. I just don't understand, bro.
Yeah, right. I'm sure she probably picked up a little bit, but yeah, no, she's playing basketball, bro. She got all her training and shit. She's not
concerned about Spanish.
Yeah, she just dedicated all her time to basketball. There's no more Omar Epps.
And I thought it was going to be a good thing, right? And then she comes back to the States. Like, it's this whole inevitably the movie makes her seem like she chasing Omar Epps.
Yeah, how it ends up, it's not. Yeah, I don't. I think they should have balanced it more with Omar. They should have made him less of an asshole or made her more of an asshole or something. I don't know.
So that way it's a bit more like, this is what I'm saying. Like, this is my problem with the movie. Like, make me make me feel bad for choosing a side, or make me feel better for like, be like, this person just saved a puppy. This person just kissed a baby on the forehead. You know what I mean? Like, give me some shit to work with.
Yeah. Give me some duality. Yeah.
Exactly. Like, I don't think that's ever really like carved out too much, as it's where Omar an asshole, she chasing an asshole. Girls chase assholes, be an asshole. Like, and sometimes she plays basketball.
Yeah. Is there a scene where he actively chases her? Is there a scene where he like goes out of his way to do anything for this girl?
The only scene that sticks out in my brain is the scene when he beats the shit out of her in basketball. Like, it vaguely is reminiscent of like, you remember when you see those little, like the little YouTube videos of the 4-year-olds and they're shooting with their dad and their dad just asshole on them and like slaps it down and just start
crushing them,
slam dunking on like the 6 foot rim and shit, like, and fucking with the kids. He did that to her, and then he had
that's the very end.
Yeah, it's the very end. This is the scene I'm painting for all those who've seen this, and he says, all's fair in love and basketball. And then 2 seconds later has the audacity to say, double or nothing? Like, basically, don't you love me? And she's like, no, I don't love you. That's not what happened, though.
I'm not gonna lie. I like that little, like that. I like that little part, the ending with the. But it got me. I don't know why.
Because you know why? We just brought it up. It's the nicest part where we see Omar have a little heart.
Yeah, that's his part. Yeah, he finally fucking does something. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get it. All right.
That's why you love it. That's why I love it. But like, it is very just like, give me a little bit more. Give me like a speech or something in between or something. Like, I thought about you like this. I remember you as a kid. Give me something. Don't go from.
He didn't. Yeah.
Don't go from hot to cold, bro. Come on, man.
He was a jerk the whole time. What do you think about the parents? Relationships.
Which ones? Both of them?
Yeah, because Sanaa Lathan, like her dad didn't really get a lot of screen time, but her mom, they had a whole arc where like her mom wasn't assertive enough, and I like where that was a little bit. I don't think they did that much with it, but they have like a they have like it's its own arc.
So you notice like, so that it's interesting. You just pointed out like Sanaa Lathan's dad is not in it a whole bunch like we see Omar Epps' dad, right? Because the dad is set to be primarily like, motherfuckers, just like he's it. It reminded me of like kind of what like a 1950s 60s family would be like in Sanaa Lathan's world, and then more of like what a modern family would be like in Omar Epps' world, right? He's got his mom who's kind of like, hey, I'm married to a basketball player and now he's an agent, you know what I mean? And like, this is kind of a weird, it's kind of a different thing. Not everybody's lifestyle is like this, but hey, we're still a happy family. And then you have Sanaa Lathan's like, where the dad, he's the breadwinner, and the mom is like, yeah, I stay at home and I stay up until, you know, my daughters come back from their dance, and like I make sure their hair is good and the shirts are on. Like the scene that got me was Sanaa Lathan's dad is like, it was already late, and he's like, oh hey, which shirt looks better? And she's like, that one. He's like, well, can you iron both? Just in case, I don't know. Just in case what? What's gonna happen?
Yeah, that's a good observation about the two different worlds, like where like Omar Epps is the modern family, and yeah, I didn't pick up on that. That's pretty good. That's exactly what that is, actually.
Yeah, because like like nowadays we live in like, it's either like, if it's a family like that where somebody's sports and whatever, the mom doesn't really have to work and can kind of, you know, she could do it. She was very nice though. Like Omar Epps' mom, I really felt bad for her when the dad cheated on her. Like she seemed so nice and so sweet.
Yeah,
and
she seems nice. She seems like.
Oh, go ahead, man.
Oh, she seems nice. She seems like she's legit. Because there was sort of a moment where I guess the dad insinuates that she kind of trapped him because she got pregnant so young. So there's kind of like I was kind of on the fence about the mom for a long time. I'm like, is she one of those type of chicks, or is she like really into this guy and into this family? It seems like she was, you know, the latter. She seems like she's into it.
She really loved her son, bro. You could tell that moment
it.
when he was like, nah, you know, like all these tricks be like fucking with dad. And she's like, but also I got these photos, man. And like, you could tell like it fucked with her to like give it to like it, like tell her son the truth of like what the fuck is, like flip his world upside down, because like nothing would be the same after that. But like obviously we live in a time now where like there's two breadwinners in the household. Like I get it, the economy's all fucking crazy and whatever pre-Rona shit though. In a pre-Rona world, in a post-Rona world, did two people work in the household? Like there's not really a stay-at-home mom type thing, and like so that's more of like the modern standard, right? Of like, gee, they doing some stuff, and so that's why it was very interesting to kind of still see this movie did come out in 2000. It's not like absurdly old, you know what I mean? But they had this very old-fashioned feel, and the sister's very girly, and Sanaa Lathan is the embodiment of like, actually, I'm part of this modern world, and I'm trying. Like, she maybe at one point she's like, no, like something, no, because I'm a lesbian. I'm like, what?
Yeah, no.
Like that's what you think, right?
Right?
Yeah. Like she lives in this kind of like world that like they don't really have, like, bro. It'd be like it's kind of one of those scenes when like somebody's like you see in a music movie or something where like, I'm gonna make it big in the music industry. They're like, no, you're not. Go get a fucking day job, bro. Like if anything, they don't believe in Sanaa Lathan's like, you know. They don't believe in her basketball dream, and she does. And where on the opposite side, we have Omar Epps, and they're like, oh, yeah, like, I get it. You're going to do basketball, but also the dad's like, but also get your learning on. But do some basketball, but also get your learning on. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's very strange. I enjoy the different parenting styles that we have.
Yeah, it's almost like both of the characters are like fighting not to be their parents, or like fighting to, well, I guess that's Sanaa Lathan's thing. I think Omar Epps, for the most part, kind of wanted to be his dad, but there was a whole thing of like finding your own way and finding your own identity with them, as opposed to just the basketball stuff. I guess that's the coming of age thing. Yeah, it focused a lot on the coming of age stuff as well as the romance and the basketball.
Yeah,
so that's what I liked about it.
And you know, I come to think about this, man. It's very interesting because we talk about this. I'm about to get deep on unfiltered bachelor shit, Prem. So sit down for a ride real quick as I take you down old relationship avenue real quick. There's a book that was released not too long ago. It's called Attached, and it talks about attachment styles. And really, I'll kind of give you the rundown real quick. There's 3 different attachment styles: anxious, avoidant, and secure. There's a 4th one. We don't need to talk about that because like 5% of the world only has it. But these attachment styles are made when you're about like 5 years old. Like they're set in stone, and they all come from how you're loved by your parents, right? And so if we notice, this now makes sense. Like if I'm thinking about it from the sense, Omar Epps' character, bro, like he's a bit of an avoidant, and he's avoiding like these feelings because like I get it, he's loved by his mom, but like where he really wants to love is from his dad, and his dad's never there. You know what I mean? And
Yeah. What are the styles? What are the 3 styles?
So avoidant, anxious, and secure. So secure is basically like the style. So secure is basically, I'll run them down real quick. Secure is very much like if you're texting somebody, you don't overly text them. You wait for them. Like you're comfortable with your own self. You're comfortable with another person. Yeah, you're in chill mode. You're coasting. You're good. Your life's good. And like people's life, they're good. Anxious is basically if you ever text somebody and like they call and they texting and texting.
You double text them, yeah.
And you're like, bro, like, hey, just give me a moment to breathe. I'm at work. Like I talk to a lot of, when I've gone on a lot of dates, talked to a lot of girls in my day where like their thing is like, and this is like very rampant, like a lot of girls that I've dated where it's like, oh, there's this guy, like, and I was getting a conversation about like, this guy I talked to, we stopped talking because like he just like would call me like 8 times and I'm like, I'm at work, or he texted me like 8 times and it'd be throughout the day. It would start with, hey, good morning. And then it would end with, fine, if you don't want to text me, we don't want to talk. And like that, yeah. And she's like, hey, I was at work. I was in a meeting. Like, or, hey, like I went to the gym right after. I was going to text you later, but this obviously isn't working. Like it's an anxious attachment style. Avoidant is the type of people like, they're easy to break up with you at first and it looks like nothing's going on. And like if you try to give them love, like if you try to like give them affection.
Yeah, they got layers. They really care.
Yeah, they kind of pull away a little bit until they're comfortable coming to you. You know what I mean? You got to give them their space. And they're the first ones. They're very much the ones when like a breakup happens. Again, this is just a brief description, but like when a breakup happens, it looks like it's easier for them and they don't feel it until months after when you've already gotten over it and they're dealing with it. And it's all based on how your parents loved you. And I think this is Omar Epps' character. Like he's definitely, I don't know. I'm trying to think about Sanaa Lathan in my head to like try to figure where she may fit in, but he's definitely an avoidant. Like she tried to love on him and like it did work for a little bit and it can work a little bit with avoidant styles, but like they're the first ones to push away if they sense like something is wrong. And when something even minuscule as like Sanaa Lathan not being able to give him attention, you know what I mean? He was just like, nah, I can't do this. And it wasn't until years later when he's had time to reflect that he finally comes around. He's like, fuck, maybe I love you. I don't know. We just got deep into relationship shit, but I just thinking of that.
Yeah. No, that's interesting though. I like that. Yeah, I like the, I got to look into that. Cause I feel like maybe I've been all 3 at some point. Like,
we
is
grow
it
through
weird to like change?
No, it's not because you can learn as you grow. Like you can be born with one, be one at a certain age, but as you go through experiences, you can actually train yourself and develop a certain style. Like very much when I was young, I was very much, and I'm the first one to admit it, anxious. Yeah, very much.
Yeah, me too, bro. I feel like I was, bro. Yeah, no bullshit.
And as I've grown, I'm still a little bit anxious. There is a quiz in the book. I'll send you a link for it, man. I think you'd really enjoy it. Not to say you need it, but like I think books like that, five love languages, I think these are all important books for relationships to understand yourself a little bit better, to understand the partner you're with and maybe the shit that happened in your life and why it happened, bro. Like why not, you know? But it's an interesting thing. Where was I getting at? But you could take a quiz in there and it'll show you what your style is based on the quiz, and it's pretty accurate. And I've become more of a secure, kind of a 60-40 mix. Secure, I still have some anxious tendencies though. And, I do believe you can grow out of it. And I do believe as Sanaa Lathan got older, like she became more of a secure, but when you're around a certain person, they can bring those attachment styles out. They're very prevalent in relationships, but it's just very interesting to see the whole, you brought up the parents. The parents help these, like indirectly help these kids form these attachment styles to themselves, to others, and whatever. I got a question for you though. Would you rather, if you was Omar Epps, would you leave Tyra Banks for Sanaa Lathan? There's no wrong answer.
No, it's a toss up, bro.
There's no wrong answer.
You can go either way, bro. Yeah. I don't think so, bro. I like the girly girl type of aspect, but that's just me. Omar Epps is like the hooper guy, so he probably wants a girl to hoop with and shit. So yeah, he does his thing. I would have stuck with Tyra. I like her little outfits and shit. I'd have been just fine, bro.
I've always had a crush on Tyra, bro. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, bro.
Since
Sanaa Lathan with the fucking weak ass ponytails and braids. Like nobody wants to fuck. You gotta doll yourself up. Nobody want to look at that shit.
what did Gabrielle Union
That
tell her?
sounds fucked up.
I didn't know Nike made dresses.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. Oh yeah, that was good.
Low key shade.
That was beautiful. Timing was perfect on that shit too.
I'm crying. I cried when I heard that. I was like, God damn. And even Omar Epps make fun of her. He's like, who are you taking to the dance? Spalding? She's like, Spalding.
Yeah, that was a good one.
The basketball, and you're like, he got you. But yeah, bro. So I just wanted to ask that. I had been thinking about that since I saw this movie. I'm like, damn, if he was Omar, like I'd probably go for Tyra, but that's just a preference thing. Some people might be into Sanaa Lathan, Alien vs Predator type thing. That's not me though. It's not me. Man, what did you think, man, as the movie, as the progression of the movie with their and this is it goes into the love and basketball instance, the basketball portion, both of their kind of journeys into the sport of basketball as they got into college and fucking pro league and whatever the fuck, you know what I mean?
Yeah, their love of basketball kind of depended on each other. If you think about that, if you
just preach,
and it's weird how that works.
Preach.
I don't know why it was like that, because they were fine without each other when they were kids, and they kind of just got together. And I don't know. I don't know if it was it a coincidence that they were apart and both of their basketball careers were unfulfilling, or was it something that, you know, did they like need each other low key? Mm-hmm. Something to think about. Yeah, I don't know.
Man, that's fucking. I hadn't thought about it that way. That's like some. Have you seen that movie Hancock with Will Smith?
Yeah, I was good. Yeah, it was like some Hancock shit. Yeah, where they get weaker when they're fucking closer to together, or whatever apart. Or yeah,
Primm, bro. Yeah. We need to have you back on to talk some more shit, because you be getting me, bro. Yeah, it's like some Hancock shit where like, is this person, is they your kryptonite? Right? Like, are they low key? Yeah. You love to have them by you, but are they your kryptonite, man? And it's fucking weird how that worked out. But it also, like, the one aspect of the journey was you kind of saw Omar Epps. He kind of coasted through college basketball, where like, Sanaa Lathan had to put in work, bro.
She struggled. Yeah.
Struggle City, bro. You know what I mean? Like standing there with the fucking pose, the infamous pose.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, man, they each had their own, I think, their own battles. Like it was so crazy to kind of see where they started from, because she struggled city and she had to work her ass off, and then you see her at the end of the movie, and it really pays off. Whereas Omar, I think, coasted a bit on his like, man, check me out, man, I'm going to the NBA, man, fuck this college shit, you know what I mean? And
he's somebody's kid and all that shit.
Right. Do you think it'd be like that, man, for like people who like basketball stars, kids and shit like that?
Oh yeah, that happens all the time. But
I was just thinking about that.
Omar Epps, once he went to the pros, he was on the Lakers. Was he like second string? How was his career? Because it seemed like he was like not the guy once he was in the pros.
I thought he was,
but then sometimes it seemed like he was that guy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I figured,
they said he got bounced around a lot during teams, so maybe he's like he was the guy that everybody had their eye on, but he was like not living up to whatever. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't catch that. I wasn't paying attention probably.
I'm trying to think of the Lakers. Like, there's probably a good Laker analogy to who.
Yeah, he was on the Lakers, so that's enough.
And I love the early 2000 Lakers, like 99, like when they played the 76ers and shit all the time, and then the Spurs and the Pistons, those whole rivalries. Like, I loved all that. Like, so it was the late 90s, early 2000s, right? And I'm trying to think of who like he would be, because I'm trying to think of who the starters were. He would probably be like, right, like maybe like a Robert Horry type guy, like maybe not like the starting five, but like you put him in when like you want some points.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
And maybe you bounce around teams.
Was he point guard?
Yeah, he played point guard, right? Had to. I don't know. They didn't get into it. Man, you know what?
I think it was all right.
They didn't get into it.
Yeah, they didn't really touch on his program.
I didn't think about that, Primm, till you brought it up, man. The conundrums of this movie.
I mean, I don't maybe we got to rewatch it. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, I felt like he was like, if he wasn't in the top 5, like he was definitely 6 or 7 that they wanted to bring in later in the game to score some points. You know what I mean? He seemed like a prominent person up until the time of the ACL. Yeah. Now, here's the other thing. So now Latham wants to play him. They got me. That hurt me. She wanted to play him with a fucked up knee. That's fucked up, girl.
Yeah, no. They'll do that, bro.
Females be doing that. So now Latham be doing that.
Yeah, you know.
Oh man.
But he seemed fine.
Yeah. He took the leg thing off and then kicked her ass, and then you're like, why can't you do that for real though? But yeah, this movie overall, man, a lot. It was a lot. And I enjoyed, you know what, man, I enjoyed watching this even more now as a older person, as a 31-year-old, because probably back when it came out, I had to cover my eyes for the sex scene. And when nobody,
I was going to ask you about the sex scene. Yeah, the sex scene is really long, man. It's uncomfortable a little bit, but I mean, I'm sure it's like, I don't know.
I thought I was the only one to think like, oh, this scene is entirely too long. This is the whole movie. I'm looking at save some room for the rest of the movie.
Yeah, it's too much, bro. I've seen sex scenes before, but it's like.
But wait, Primm.
It's like a deflowering scene. I don't want all this.
I was saying, but wait, Primm, have you had sex before? Because listen, it's not like that.
Yeah, no, it's not. I mean, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. They were in high school, right? Well, I don't know what's going on.
I don't know were
they in high school?
Yeah, they were in high school, bro. They were seniors in prom. It was right after the prom, bro. And they had different dates. And they both dumped them. And then they were like, actually, Omar Epps like, I'm trying to wet my pee-pees with you. You know what I mean? So
that's how it works, bro. I think that's how it worked for my prom. I ended up with somebody else into that end of the night.
Oh really, man? I didn't even go to my prom, bro. I was a fat nerd, like not even a nerd, fat loner. Nah, bro. Like I knew everyone, but I was like, listen, my story, like as far as girls is concerned, bro. I was so not the ladies' man. I was like, bro, I graduated high school. I was 315 pounds. I'm obviously not 315 pounds now. But like, I was just like, I had no confidence, no nothing. I probably could have gone with this fine, like really, I had a crush on this fine black girl. She's like an OnlyFans star right now. She not an all-star, but she doing good with life somehow. But I probably could have gone to prom with her. She like white guys. She knew this nerdy white guy with glasses that worked at Whataburger that weighed like $110.
Oh shit. Yeah,
I definitely could have gone, bro. She loved the white dudes. But I didn't go. Man, I didn't even lose my virginity until I was 22 and a half, bro.
Oh man, that's pretty bad.
I
was not good either. I luckily had like a little group of nerd friends I could just pick a girl out of and just be like, hey, sure. Like she wasn't nothing special. I mean, no, she's fine. But it's fucking. Yeah, I'm right there with you, bro.
Thank you, man.
I didn't like blossom until after high school. That's when I started kind of getting girls and like doing my thing. But no way. High school, I was not the guy.
Yeah, I got no play in high school. I even went to college for a little bit. And I had girls flirt with me. I didn't know what to do, man. Like, just go home and masturbate, bro. Like, that's not the life you want to live, bro.
No. It's only fun for so long.
You can only play one-on-one with yourself for so long, man. You need, it's better to, play with somebody else. But yeah, man. Primm, have you ever told that story on a podcast?
What story?
I don't know, about you losing your virginity. Like you having trouble with women and stuff. I feel related to you now.
I don't think I've ever, but it's, that's what it is. Yeah. I like that part about myself and shit because that shit builds character, bro. Like getting rejected. Oh yeah, that shit'll fucking humble you, bro. You gotta that shit'll make you reflect, bro.
And that's part of the reason. Like, I bet you there's somebody out there watching this movie that was like, damn, I was Omar Epps. I wonder how they feel.
Yeah, right.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
no.
they're like the man in high school, like the Uncle Rico.
Yeah, I
and
wonder
shit.
what this is like. Yeah, that's why like stupid reality shows and all that crazy shit is popular because people always wonder what it's like and shit to be the man, and they can live vicariously through people. I can't do that shit, bro. That shit piss me off that I'm rich. I can't watch it.
I gotta live my best life. I gotta do what I gotta do, and I gotta do podcasts with Primm, and we gotta break down love and basketball because.
Well, speaking of which, this is not a hood movie, by the way. These motherfuckers are living great. Their houses are fucking nice ass houses.
But the way that they set it up, right? Like the high school that they go to, it's very much like the high school that like Bring It On, like it paints that like Gabrielle Union's team is for. You know what I mean? Like, why does it look like a hood high school? And like clearly they live in a nice side of town. It looks really weird.
Yeah. I think they were just trying to hit all the points of all the demographics and shit. Just gotta give them a little bit of everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see the dude who is the dude? You know his name. He's in like every hood movie. He was the dude that got stomped down twice, like once in Menace to Society.
Oh, Samuel Morrow Jr. he's not even in this shit. This is not a hood movie.
That's the standard for a hood movie, right?
Yeah, he's not fucking.
He's nowhere to be found. He's not even an extra. Like,
no, bro.
I think they just put Omar Epps in. They're like, listen, you've been in the hood movie college program. Would you like to be in basketball?
We need somebody to go to college. Your only hope, Omar Epps, for some reason. Oh shit!
They couldn't have got that Sean Patrick Harris or what's the other one?
Yeah, they could have got him. Yeah, he's the college guy too, right?
Tay Diggs. He's probably too old, but Tay Diggs.
He was probably too old.
I didn't realize how old he was. I was just like, oh man, wait a minute.
Plus, he's a basketball player. Tay Diggs is like 4 feet tall.
Oh really? He's short.
I mean, he's pretty short. Yeah, you never really paid attention to him.
No.
Yeah, he's a pretty short guy.
Oh no.
Yeah, he's a little guy.
Oh, I need to rewatch like Brown Sugar because him and Sanaa Lathan are in it, and I feel like Sanaa Lathan is like she got some. Not like she's like an Amazon princess or nothing, but like she got some stature about her. You know, she seemed like 5'9", 5'10", maybe 5'8" with some heels or something.
No, I don't. She seems like a normal. Yeah, because Omar Epps is kind of a shorter guy also.
He's like 5'6", 5'7"?
Like, no, maybe not that. I don't know. I don't know people's heights. Tay Diggs is a little person.
Is a little guy. Oh.
Everybody else is a toss up.
Okay, fair play to you. But yeah, I bet you
because there's camera tricks and shit too. You got to because Tom Cruise looks kind of tall in his movies.
No, that motherfucker's little. He little. He little. Yeah. He a little people. He a little hobbit. Speaking of, like, now that we're on the subject real quick, just to divert this before we bring it back. We call this a boomerang. We're just going to throw it out there and it's going to come back to us. I was watching like a 1.5-minute interview of Kevin Hart talking about Soul Plane and how they like had to like put him on a ramp all the time. And he's like, it was like the hardest shit to film. Cause like we had to keep my height consistent and shit. And then like when I walked away, like I had to make sure like there was no ramp in there. And like me walking away was me walking away. But like when I'm there standing next to Method Man or like Snoop Dogg or like even Sofia Vergara, he's like, everybody fucking's like 6 foot, 5'11". I'm fucking 5'3", 5'4". Like I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do. So he's like, they had to make a ramp for me like in every scene. So he's like, that was very tough. But
that seems like such a hassle. Why are people spending money on that? Why don't you just cast taller people or shorter people?
Because I don't think they're as funny as him, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Even though
they wanted him really bad. Well, just let him be short. I don't know what the fucking problem is.
Let him be Danny DeVito.
It's fine.
By the way, your breakdown of that movie, it really encapsulated everything that I had thought of. I just never said. Like
that's my least favorite video because I feel like I was just complaining the whole time. I don't like to be just the nitpicker. I mean, I know I kind of nitpick and shit, but it's not like it's all for the sake of comedy with everything else. I think with the Soul Plane video, I was legit like kind of mad. I'm like, what is this stupid fucking movie? I hate this movie.
It did legit seem like white people were like, "What's funny? Like, what are black people laughing about nowadays?" Oh, Kevin Hart, throw him in
40s.
And like some like interns like, "What if we had a shorty 40?" And it's like, "Ha ha! We're gonna present that to the kid, and he's not gonna get it." And like, who was really white? Tom Arnold? Is he free? Can we put him in here? Like, who else do black people like? Snoop Dogg? Like, I just feel like this was not. Yeah,
they like.
It was not right, bro.
Yeah, it was like that shit was too much for me.
My half white people inside of me, on behalf of the half of whiteness in me, I want to apologize for that movie.
Yeah.
He's like,
not white people, it's rich people. That's all.
Man, fuck them too, bro. But yeah, loving basketball. Everybody, I'd love to hear your opinions on this movie. Unfilteredbachelor@gmail.com. Hit me up. Did you love this movie? What were some of your takeaways? I know this sounds like you probably hear this on every fucking thing, but like, I want to hear some of like moments that stick out to you too. Did you notice? Tell me if you fucking noticed Omar Epps, he still got the lines in his head when he's an adult. And clearly he was, like, bro, your hair wasn't all the way grown out. You know why? I get lines in my hair and I be taking pictures sometimes and I'm like, you kind of see I had the lines in my head. Oh, that's cool, man. So that's really how I knew, like, cause I be getting lines in my own head, but I'm pretty fly for a Mexican. So, but yeah, man, let us know what your thoughts are. Unfilteredbachelor@gmail.com, or reach out to us on all the social media. Primm, bro, I thought this was fun as fuck. I don't know. I just hope you feel the same way.
Yeah, it was fun, bro. It was love in basketball, bro. I wish we could have played basketball or something, but Primms Hood Cinema, bro. You guys check out my YouTube channel.
Yeah,
bro.
I was just gonna say,
funny hood movie reviews.
Take over my shit. Take over my shit. Blast yourself. Do whatever you want to do, man.
Yeah, man, that's it, bro. Be on the lookout for the podcast too. Primms Hood Stories. I'll probably have you on there. You probably got a hood story or two. Or you can give me like a relationship story or something. There's gonna be that counts. Yeah, somehow. Love is a hood. Love is one big hood. You know.
And sometimes that neighborhood, it's tough to get out of that neighborhood. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh, that's deep, bro. Sometimes you just stuck in that motherfucker. You right, bro.
Bro, we've got to connect again. I'd love to have you on to do another one of these. I'd love to come on your podcast. Everybody go follow Primms Hood Cinema. Probably one of my funny ones that the standouts is definitely Boys in the Hood. The Leprechaun one, low key. Everybody go watch that fucking one. Set It Off is another one of my favorites.
Thanks.
Bro, I just really appreciate you. And everybody, man, like, I really think like Primm, I'm not saying he's a normal person, but like he above average because like he's got a badass YouTube, but like he's a normal person like all of us. Like we're just all trying to live our lives and have our own hustle on the digital days, especially during quarantine. So Primm, I definitely just appreciate you, man, taking some time and reaching out to me and letting, follow me back. And I'm glad we were able to connect and just keep up the good work, bro. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, man, it's been fun, bro. Have you done brown sugar yet? I think that could be our next one. I think that's another one we can.
I haven't, but let's do that.
You haven't done it? Yeah. All right, let's
schedule this shit. Yeah, we'll watch this shit and we'll set up a good date that works. Everybody go follow Unfiltered Bachelor, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can follow the podcast on your favorite podcast app, Stitcher, iTunes, Spotify, or if you're listening to this somewhere else, just follow us there. Just click the follow button. Click the like button. Click the review button. Share it with a friend that loves love and basketball. I know there's a lot more people than just me and Primm that actually do enjoy this movie as much as we made fun of it and kind of shit on it here and there. It's actually, it pulls out the heartstrings at some points, man.
Not a bad movie.
No,
not like a romance movie. Right. I could sit through it. It's not bad at all.
No, even though it's it's funny, man. I asked you to break this down, and then I looked the next day, and I'm like, oh shit, 2 hours, fuck.
No, it wasn't bad.
It's 30 minutes shy of a Star Wars movie, but whatever. We made it through, and it's great. Everybody, go follow me, Money Blake Weather, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Money Blake Weather. Yes, like the boxer. We'll get into the story one of these days. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Please stay safe during this Corona time. If you need to wear a mask, you need to wear gloves, you need to sanitize your life, whatever you're doing. If you just want to live normal, cool. I just hope everybody's staying safe, staying great, staying positive, staying healthy. Hopefully this was a little bit of, positive ray of sunshine in your world, whether it's morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time you listen to this. I thank you. And until the next time, we'll see you. Peace.